Okay, hey guys, this is going to be our Dark Moon Destiny reading. So it's back. Choose your destiny, but it's going to be our Dark Moon. Um, First, as you see, we have the three paths back. We have the left, the middle, and the right. And of course, the left, which the left side of the brain always deals with spirit, so this is more spiritual. Um, the left hand path, this is the middle, which is always the balance. And this is the right hand path, which deals with your logic and your critical analyzation and thinking. Now, first, the dark moon is always before the new moon, and the dark moon is a very creative as well as a very destructive at the same time. You know how to say, out of the dark comes the light, because the dark holds all, and whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want to bring out, you bring it out and pull it into the light so it can be reflective, and that's what you want to show. So this is all about, this is everything, that's everything that has to do with the dark moon. Also, the dark moon is you can use it for creation process, not necessarily to manifest, but start the creation process. And you can also use it to banish things, to get rid of stuff, to seal the deal. Now, this dark moon is actually going to be on the cusp or on the very edge of the moon coming out of its void course. So while it will have a lot of while it will also have like the beginning energies of Virgo in it, it will also have the ending energies of Leo in it. Meaning that you might feel as though it's something unfinished that you need to do, but then you might start analyzing whether you really need to do or not. So maybe a little conflict there, and you may start analyzing everything that you already done, and you might feel the need to change up something really really fast, and you don't know why. You just feel the need to hurry and get it done or whatever. That's part of how you're gonna feel with the dark moon coming in. So with that, let's go into it. Normally I do my well, the last couple of ones I have done these, which are searing stones. And this one's the amethyst searing stone, but I decided to do different stones this time. So, oh, and before I go into the deck I'm doing it is the Path of the Soul deck. That's the deck I'm using. I decided I've really gotten connected to this deck through the challenge, so I decided to use that for this Dark Moon reading. Now, this one, I know it looks like amethyst. Let's see if I can get better light on it. Okay, screw it, I'll just pick it up. This is actually fluorite. Hold that in the light. This is actually fluorite. And fluorite is a stone that really starts to help you understand, well, it can start to help you understand your self worth, how to bring out the all those ideas that you have and the spirit is telling you to do. It can help you bring out the physical skills or people around you who can help you get that done. If you feel like you're blocked but you need to change, it can also help bring in new ideas to help clear that blockage. So this is going with the spiritual. That's decided to put that with the spiritual path, and behind it you can't really see is the Buddha. But if you look, pay attention, the Buddha is the meditative Buddha in the meditative state. And I did pick the elements that the cards are standing behind, or the items the cards are standing behind for a reason. Now, let's go to the middle path, which that's a little bit better. Now, the middle path is my favorite. It's the spirit quartz. The spirit quartz is very harmonizing and keeps everything in alignment. And since it's the middle path, I thought the spirit quartz was uh, I want to call it pineapple quartz, but that's another name for it. It's pineapple quartz, fairy quartz, spirit quartz, cactus quartz. It's all the same. This is it. Um, but it's very harmonizing and it's very full of alignment. And I thought for the middle path that it's perfect to keep everything in harmony and in alignment. Because obviously, if you're in the middle, you have the best of both sides, or you could have the worst of both sides, and you're just balancing out and you need to clear it. But this is harmonizing energy. So what I have behind here is the Himalayan salt candle, well, salt tea candle holder. And I picked that because, with the candle, first of all, the fire element is very creative and very destructive. But with the element of the Himalayan salt there, it's ionizes, so it makes it more positive, makes it more fluid. It helps energize and clean things out in a way that you can see it as it's doing it. So now the last one, ironically, I wasn't paying attention, but what I picked first was my water holder. And I actually got that at the Renaissance Fair. But what I've been using is when I go to the beach and I get beach water, and when I do like I guess like a really deep triple concentration on it, I don't put the beach water in there. I put it in another jar. Then when I do I bless that jar and use that for other things, and then I do a really deep concentration for only certain things that really really need an extra kick. Put in here which needs to be refilled. So that's full of water. Well, it's empty, but it's normally full of water, so that's more of a water element. But I thought it was interesting, so I wasn't paying attention when I picked the stone. And this stone is apatite, apatite. I said apatite. It's not a meat piece in it. It's apatite, which I don't want to drop the card. Okay. Which this stone right here, if you get more in the soda light, this stone has been giving me crazy dreams. Like, seriously crazy dreams. I can't even really get into it. But when I was able to analyze the dreams, it was more so the dreams were more metaphoric in a way, or more analogy in a way. Um, I think metaphoric is more of the word I'm looking for. And it was really deep when I actually had a chance to sit there and meditate on it. But in the dream, in the process, it was crazy, so I don't know what. But this stone is actually good for personal expression, for having more of awareness of things that's going around you, and to have more of a flexible attitude towards things. Those are the main key components of this stones. And also, um, for you to have more, also when you bring it to awareness, that awareness thing is what connects you to your dreams, and through the dreams things will happen, and somehow when it happened in a dream, it just clicks when you wake up and you just become more aware and everything like that. So this is done, and I thought it was very interesting because to me this stone is still kind of a water element in a way, just how its expression, as you see, is kind of in the shape of a whale, and it has the bottle behind it. So those are your three paths. You have to choose your path, left, middle, or right, before we go into the rooms. And yes, I brought the rooms back because I haven't played with my babies in a while, and I feel like I neglected them. And I used the rose pink rooms for this reading, um, mainly because this is we're going into the harvest season, and your harvest is everything that you put your desire in and you will to come to you. So to me, that deals with love, because love means will and desire. That's all love means. It's very simple. Whatever you desire, you put your will into, and whatever you put your will into, you desire. Um, well, I'm not gonna say you may not desire. Wherever you put your will into is going to be the desired outcome. So you have to. That's why the whole comes to play. Where be careful of your thoughts and watch your wording and everything. So let's go into it. So I don't think I have many more minutes on this phone to record. So the first one is Wanjo. Oh, out of camera. The first one is Wanjo, and Wanjo is all about joy. Wanjo is also about spiritual transformation, which I think is pretty cool. Um, when you consider the fluorite, that actually goes good. We see the fluorite is spiritual transformation. Fluorite is all part of self worth and new ideas. And a lot of times when you're going through spiritual changes, you feel like crap. You feel like you ain't worth anything. Your body goes through physical changes, and those new ideas you just feel like crazy because obviously they're new to you. So Wanjo is all about that. So I'm gonna just stick to this section and see what this card is. This card, I call it the gift card. Can you see it? But it's really called the fairies card. And can you see it's like a little snake there? It's actually warning you to pay attention to the little things that make you snap. You know, little things may be going on around you that's just making you snap like real fast, like just something stupid. The dog bark at the neighbor, or you put your shoe in the corner, your child moved the shoes all the way over there. Whatever. Somebody may say something, and just the way they say it just piss you off instantly. It's causing you to pay attention to those things, so that when those things come up, you can see where the disconnect is, and spiritually can help you spiritually transform that and find out exactly what's really going on right away, which flows perfectly with the meditative Buddha, the fluorite, and the room. So let's go to right. Let's go to the right hand path. Now this is two rooms here because when I was pulling the bag and when I was pulling them out the bag and I went to try to grab one and the other one basically just got caught in my hand and I tried to put it back and then like I got a really buzz hit, so both of them wanted to come out. So I'm anxious to kind of see which one they are. This is, let me see. This is Hagalaz. Hope I'm saying that right. And Hagalaz is really more of a stone, at least the way that I work with, is more of a stone that's for like setbacks and things that's just disrupting your life, and which is odd because it's connected to water, but it's also connected to a deep knowing. So really helping you to see where the problem is. This is the right hand path, helping to see where the problem is in your logic, where the problem is in your thought patterns that's causing setbacks in your life. So this is Ahwaz. Ahwaz. My pronunciation is jacked up. But this stone is all about trust. and change. It's also about, it can be about destruction, yes, but destruction doesn't always have to be a bad thing when you're destroying your old patterns and having trust and changing to go into a new one. So I can kind of see where it's going with that. And then with this one, it's helping you be more flexible in your attitude, which also has to deal with your logic. So let's see what this card is. And this card is the flow card. And this card's actually upside down. And this card is a flow card, which deals with expression. So normally it would be to tell you to it's time to express yourself, but since it's upside down, I'm getting more so it's telling you, especially when you deal with the rooms, it's telling you to sit back and look at your logic and analyze it and see where the problem is going, where the problem's coming in your thought pattern that's creating stuff that you really don't want to create, that's manifesting stuff that you really don't want to manifest. It's time to sit back, shut up, and while we still got this last little energy left, and pay attention to what your thought patterns are, what your speech patterns are, what your attitude is. And when you do that, this stone, if you have this stone, it's a great stone to have to work with this because it'll help you be more flexible in your attitude, help you to pay attention and change your awareness. You may be saying something over and over again. Um, like one thing most women do when most of the time they're looking for a relationship, but they also have this thought pattern that all men are dogs. Well, if you think all men are dogs, obviously you're going to keep finding dogs. So with that, this stone will help you be more aware of what you're saying, and your thought patterns is a good one to keep around, so that when you're just unconsciously thinking something over and over again, the stone will go, haha, this is the thought pattern. It'll help you see the thought pattern that's causing stuff in your life that you do not want. So I thought that was perfect. So let's go to the middle one. I might do this again where I just randomly pick stones because I like how they're lining up. I really am. Um, this stone is manaz, manaz, and this stone is actually all about favor and unexpected help, but it's not so much it can be a help from physically people giving you stuff. But to me, every time I see the stone, it's more so where you might be thinking something, and then somebody comes along and says something that has no clue, don't even know you, but what they say gives you confirmation of what you've been thinking of. So to me, that's more so why I get unexpected help, especially when you connect it to the elements. It's connected to air, which is all about thought pattern, and it's connected to Jupiter, which is all about expansion all across the board. So with that, you know, basically it's going to help expand. Um, and with this stone, it's help expanding your alignment and your harmony. And let's see what this is. This is the Ascension card. Aha. So basically, Ascension is change and expansion, which means you're doing good with bringing in new awareness and realigning your thought patterns. So now it's time for you to expand and extend. And in doing that, you're having favor and you're having help from other realms. And you also have the spirit quartz to help keep you in harmony and the stone to help everything in balance. So that middle path, pretty much straight to the point. So basically, yeah, that's your choose your destiny for the dark moon. And depending on what path you took, uh, if you have this stone, use that stone during September 4th during the dark moon to help you work with those issues and everything to come out. So everybody stay blessed. Peace.